Hey, welcome back to Enlightenment. You have just tuned in to the Midday Madness, and I am your host, Natasha Marie. So, you know how we do it around here. Pay the bills first. I would like to thank our sponsors for this afternoon. The Foundation of Long Bacchitis and the corporation Nassitol. For a limited time only, if you go to their website, nassitol.com, that's NASSATALL.com, nassitol.com, you can get 50% off one of their three models, the Nicki Minaj, the Beyonce, or the J-Lo. Don't forget to mention you've seen it on Enlightenment, because that's the only way you're going to get this discount. That's nassitol.com, because you do not have to walk around with Nassitol. So, anyway, for our disclaimer, any likenesses or similarities to anyone that you may know is strictly a coincidence. It is not about who you know unless you know that it's about them. Got that? Good. So, I know this morning I said that I was going to touch base on these trifling women walking around looking like they got buckwheat in a headlock and fur pantyhose. I will say this, it's nasty, and if you are not from Europe, or you are not a Yugoslavian Olympic swimmer, shave your armpits, and your legs were disgusting, okay? Not attractive. There's no reason why you should have on a cashmere sweater and look like you got on cashmere stockings as well. We just can't take it. We cannot take it anymore. Cut it out. Anyway, that wasn't the Enlightenment. That was just me blowing off some steam. Okay, so I figured because today is National Punch a Kid in the Throat Day, it's halfway through the day. If you haven't already punched a kid in the throat, you are slacking. I have punched at least 4 kids in the throat today. It feels awesome. That goes out to you, Mr. Bernie Mac. Throat check them. Loved it. It feels awesome. You should have been there. Whew, okay. So today's Midday Madness is going to be geared towards the children. You know, it's National Punch a Kid in the Throat Day. Let's give them something. So what we're going to do today is we are going to enlighten you on whether or not you are a bad mother. See, because at Enlightenment, we give everyone the benefit of the doubt. So what we do is we assume that you don't know better. And that is why we try to enlighten you on the topics that we enlighten you on every day. So, here goes. If your baby can Dutty wine, pop, lock, and drop it, and Dougie, but she cannot color in the lines or count to 10, you might just be a bad mother. Not positive. Statistics aren't in yet. We're going to get back to you with those numbers. If your baby knows all the words to take a bow, I changed my mind, and me by Tamia, but she is still wearing a pamper and sucking on a pacifier, you might just be a bad mother. You might be. Maybe. See, this is where you start taking a look at your inner self. I can't change you. I can only tell you what you should want to change. If your baby is in the 2nd grade and has to apologize to their teacher before a parent-teacher conference because they know about the sheer ignorance that you're going to show up with, you might just be a bad mother. You might just be. Last but not least, if your baby is in kindergarten and he or she already knows how to get rid of a hangover, you are a bad mother. There's no might in that. If your baby is in kindergarten and you know how to get rid of a hangover, you are a bad mother. A bad mother. That is terrible. That's wrong. That is, how you get rid of it? Okay, anyway. So, today's midday enlightenment is this. Being a bad parent is not inherited. It's learned. Sit down with your children. Take out the time to teach your baby how to be a good mother. And then maybe your baby won't be a bad mother like you. Oh, wait. There's one more. If your baby is 23 years old and has 3 kids and more than one baby daddy and has never been married, you might just be a bad mother. Yeah, you might just be a bad mother. So that was your Midday Madness Enlightenment. I am your host, Natasha Marie. Come back this evening for the last enlightenment of the day. We're going to keep it with the children. I'm trying to keep it consistent, people. I really am. We are going to enlighten you on the Bishop Eddie Long situation. And that should be very interesting because I have a very interesting insight on the whole thing. So you don't want to miss that. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Natasha Marie, and you have been enlightened.